Welcome back to another episode of Big John's Cooking. Today we're doing some beef stew. Alright, for my beef stew, it looked like a lot of ingredients. I got me some carrots, some potatoes, some celery. Got me some tomatoes, San Marzano, some crushed tomatoes, some beef stock or base. Got me some garlic, some onions, some bell pepper. Got me some beef that I'm gonna slice up. You can get pre-cut beef stew meat. It's the scrap meats out of all the things they done cut up for the day. They put that out for sale. Myself, I like to get my own. That way I can select the type of meat that I want. A truck roast would be awesome in a good beef stew or anything beefy that you want to, as far as a roast and all that. Good fat content, really intense beef flavor. And so I got this here. It's just a bottom round. It's got some good marbling in it, and it's got a good fat cap on it. I like it very much. So let me start with my preparations. I'm going to dice up my meat, and we're going to get our potatoes clean, the veggies chopped up, cans open, and we're going to get this started. Alright, I gave everything a rough chop. Use as many vegetables as you like to your taste. I did, a small onion, bell pepper, 3 stalks of celery, and 3 carrots. That works for me. Let's move on to the meat. Same thing goes for your meat. I mean, buy what you like and cut it up the way you want. I like my fat content on my meat, but I know I'm the only one in the family that likes that. So what I'm gonna do, make some of my pieces fatty, some I will not. See, like I got my lean pieces here, nice bite-sized chunks. This is gonna slow cook, though it's got some good marbling in it. It's gonna cook down these fat pieces, which I'm gonna make smaller, are gonna help with the tenderization of the meat. And I'm slow cooking it, so it's gonna melt in your mouth. And I'm gonna let this go probably about 4 hours simmering. That way when we get ready to eat this, it's gonna be a very enjoyable meal with some very tender meat. So let me finish this up and I'll get back. For my seasonings, I'm just gonna go salt, and I'm gonna use some white pepper. You can use black pepper if you like, and fresh ground pepper would probably be even better, but I don't have none. So, and of course, I'm gonna put my accent on here. Give that a good mix there. And now I'm going to break out my Dutch oven and get it hot. We're gonna sear this meat. All right, I got this over medium heat. I'm gonna add a little plum oil here. I run across this at an African store when I was in Indiana one time. Thought I'd give it a try. It's supposed to be a little better for you than your typical oils. So with that said, we're gonna give it a shot. A little darker, that's for sure. I don't know if I'm keen on the aroma. A little strong. But let's get our meat started. So meat pieces in there. It's loaded up pretty good here. We don't want to crowd our meat too much. Want to be able to give it a decent sear. And hopefully this new oil that I'm trying out lends a good flavor to things. Let's get this done. Bring back when I got it loaded up. Got it loaded up. So let this go for a couple of minutes. Turn it around. We just want to brown the meat a little bit. We're not putting a hard sear on it. Just getting some color before we start adding our liquids and stuff in. So with that said, we'll bring you back when we get there. Alright. This is about the color I want for my meat. Some of it's ready. Alright, we're going to let this go for a little while. And then we'll come back, put in another batch. Put my next batch in. Just the flavor ain't, excuse me, as intense as the smell for the plum oil. It's something to get used to, I'll give you that one. It's not really funky. It's just more of a, I don't know. For something that's supposed to be from a plum, it's got a gamey smell to the oil. Not talking bad about it. Just something I've never experienced before, so thought I'd share that with you. Alright, this batch is ready. Take it out. Get this last batch in. And then we'll start in on our veggies. Let this other side go for a couple minutes. Said we're not trying to cook it through, we're just getting it a little color. Let this go for about 3 or 4 minutes. Got plenty of little fond there on the bottom here. We're gonna drop some liquid, crank it up, drop some liquid off in here, and scrape the bottom off. Get all that goodness off the bottom, and then we'll add the veggies in and put the meat back in. And then we'll let it roll from there and simmer for about 4 hours till the meat is nice and tender, melt in your mouth good, and we'll be ready to eat. Be back when that's done. All right, get this out. Set to the side. Alright, I cranked up the heat to medium high. We got our beef stock here. Get that in. I'm gonna add some more water to this. You can use red wine, which would be awesome, and add some great flavor to what you got going on. But I'm just going to use the beef stock, and we're just going to sit here and let this come up, get all that stuff off the bottom. You can also saute your veggies, and that'll help draw some of the stuff off the bottom. You get moisture out of the onions and peppers. But beef stock is going in the way, so I figure I can get the fond off the bottom with that, and I'm not gonna worry about sauteing my veggies. No need. They're gonna cook regardless. You can saute them if you like, put them in at the end, however you want to do it. It's your dish. Do it the way you want to. I'm gonna add me a couple of teaspoons of garlic in here for that flavor. Get that mixed in. You should have plenty of salt in your base, your beef base. So, excuse me, should be fine off the salt content on that. Get our veggies in. We're gonna put the meat on top of that. Put our tomatoes on top of that. You don't want to jump out. Everybody's trying to hold on. Get our meat in there. This is going to be cooking for a while. Alright. We got it all filled up. I'm going to bring this up to a boil. Then I'm going to drop it back down to low and let it simmer. Get these tomatoes opened up and dump them in. Get our crushed tomatoes in there. And then get our whole tomatoes in there. Hopefully we don't splash everywhere. Plum tomatoes. Get that a stir. Get everything down in there. It's looking good. Let this cook down a second. Bring it to a simmer. Then we'll cover it and let it go. Alright. It's up to a boil. Turn it down to a simmer. Now I know you're wondering what happened to those potatoes that I said was going in there. Well, they're over here in the sink. They was needing to be diced up. I still got them. I ain't forget. I'm just gonna put them in there. Give this a good stir again. And as it cooks down, we should have more room. So with that said, let that go. Give her the cover. We'll be back in about 4 hours. I cranked the heat up to a medium low. It wasn't going fast enough for me being on low, so that's where we're at. All right, this looks absolutely awesome. Juice done thickened up. Veggies all tender. Meat. Let's get a bite. Tender. Very hot. Hold that thought. Yeah. It's really tender. It's really hot. I had to blow on it for a while. But I'm gonna let it go just a little while longer. Let that meat tender up just a little bit more, but it's running perfectly. Give it another 30 minutes or so. Don't need no seasoning, don't need anything. This is absolutely perfect. Stick around. All right, looks done. Shut it off. Serve it up. Very good. Sorry, talking with my mouth full. Meat is tender. Very flavorful. Hey, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, tell a friend about me, and I'll see you on the next one.